The Adventure of the Christmas Pudding, Part 3. Agatha Christie, authoress extraordinaire. Pretty short part as well. Pretty short part. Anyway, the evening was a busy one. Holly and mistletoe had been brought in large quantities, and a Christmas tree had been set up at one end of the dining room. Everyone helped to decorate it, to put up the branches of holly behind pictures, and to hang mistletoe in a convenient position in the hall. I had no idea anything so archaic still went on. What a turd, murmured Desmond to Sarah with a sneer. We've always done it, said Sarah defensively. What a reason. Don't be tiresome, Desmond. I think it's fun. Sarah, my sweet, you cannot. Not really, perhaps, but I do in a way. Who's going to brave the snow and go to midnight mass? Asked Mrs. Lacey, at 20 minutes to 12. Not me, said Desmond. Come on, Sarah. With a hand on her arm, he guided her into the library and went over to the record case. There are limits, darling, said Desmond. Midnight mass. Yes, said Sarah. Yes. With a good deal of laughter, donning of coats, and stamping of feet, most of the others got off. The two boys, Bridget, David, and Diana, set out for the 10 minutes' walk to the church, through the falling snow. Their laughter died away in the distance. Midnight mass, said Colonel Lacey, snorting. Never went to midnight mass in my young days. In my young days. Mass indeed. Popish, that is. Oh, I beg your pardon, Monsieur Poirot. Poirot. Poirot waved a hand. It is quite all right. Do not mind me. Because remember, France tends to be, or at least historically tended to be, more Catholic. And so mass is a Catholic thing. Matins is good enough for anybody, I should say, said the Colonel. Proper Sunday morning service. Hark the herald angels sing, and all the good old Christmas hymns. And then back to Christmas dinner. That's right, isn't it, Em? Yes, dear, said Mrs. Lacey. That's what we do. But the young ones enjoy the midnight service. And it's nice, really, that they want to go. Sarah and that fellow didn't want to go. Well, there, dear, I think you're wrong, said Mrs. Lacey. Sarah, you know, did want to go, but she didn't like to say so. Beats me why she cares what that fellow's opinion is. She's very young, really, said Mrs. Lacey placidly. Placid is like calmly. Placidly, calmly. Are you going to bed, Monsieur Poirot? Good night. I hope you'll sleep well. And you, madame? Are you not going to bed yet? Not just yet, said Mrs. Lacey. I've still got the stockings to fill, you see. Oh, I know, they're all practically grown up, but they do like the stockings. One puts jokes in them, silly little things, but it all makes for a lot of fun. You work very hard to make this a happy house at Christmas time, said Barreau. I know you. He raised her hand to his lips in a courtly fashion. Grunted Colonel Lacey, as Barreau departed. Flowery sort of fellow. Still, he appreciates you. Mrs. Lacey dimpled up at him. She smiled at him, showing her dimples, that means. Have you noticed, Horace, that I'm standing under the mistletoe? She asked with the demureness of a girl of 19. To be demure it's sort of like shy, but it could also be shy in kind of a sassy sort of way. So remember, she's, in her 70s, and she's kind of flirting with her husband. Hercule Poirot entered his bedroom. It was a large room, well provided with radiators. Remember, that was his concern, that he would be cold in this English countryside house. As he went over towards the big 4-poster bed, he noticed an envelope lying on his pillow. He opened it and drew out a piece of paper. On it was a shakily printed message in capital letters. Don't eat none of the plum pudding. One as wishes you well. Hercule Poirot stared at it. His eyebrows rose. Cryptic, he murmured, and most unexpected. See? Short part. Part 3 was short.